3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I actually already started.
Oh, okay, good.
So,
And that's what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
We're just going for it.
I guess so.
Here we are. Hello
And welcome.
to the Sweating Palms podcast. This is Jenna,
I'm Montana.
and we're here to talk to you, about why our palms are constantly, endlessly dripping sweat. We need answers. The doctors are no help.
I've tried deodoring my hands. Yeah, deodoring my hands. It's the act of applying deodoring.
I'm not sure it is, but I like your confidence.
Is it deodorizing? Maybe that's the word.
That might be it.
Deodorizing my hands.
That's
it
more
doesn't
than
work.
I've done.
Wow.
I just swipe them on my pants. And then I have sweaty pants and sweaty palms.
Nice.
Yeah. At least I'm matching.
I guess that's good.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're here for answers to all the questions. Right?
Well, I think we need answers to our questions. We're not here for the answers to everyone's questions.
Wait. That's not what we're doing at all.
What are we doing?
Well, we're starting a podcast. It's been a dream for a while, right?
I mean, it's been my dream for you to start a podcast.
Why?
Oh, because you are incredibly awkward and hilarious.
Oh,
To create a perfect combination for podcast viewership?
I'm not sure.
Hearership?
Listenership?
Listenership. It sounds like a cult.
Well,
A listenerhood. It's like
We
a
can only
sisterhood
hope.
of listeners.
we can only hope. Well, so yeah, it's been a dream of mine for quite a while, and you've been very encouraging in this dream, I guess, because I for sure would not have started it without you
Pushing you along the way
gently prodding me.
with a stun gun.
Yeah.
Start a podcast.
Damn it. So here we are. And I think the biggest problem you run into is like, what in the hell am I going to talk about? And I've been thinking about it for a good year or so. And it's time. We've got the Rona and we've got all this stuff going on. I'm like, the world is a disaster.
Well, and you finished school.
And I finished school and I have so much time on my hands. Oh, God, I need something to do with my hands
Because they're sweaty.
they're so sweaty. So we've decided to just embrace my awkward existence, the sense of humor, and my cackle of a laugh to bring forth this podcast that kind of explores humanity and human connection through vulnerability and humor. Since that humor is my only coping mechanism. So the goal of this podcast, The Sweating Palms, is to bring you together, all of us, you, the listener, us, we, the people of the living room.
Oh.
We're going to bring us all together by telling you stories that will make your palms sweat. All of the cringeworthy mishaps, the embarrassing moments, true crime, ghost stories, falling in love, all of these things that are kind of common between human beings in general. We've all had some sort of experience that kind of leaves us with that sweaty palm, anxious feeling. And all I want in the world is for people to feel half as anxious as I feel at any given moment. That's really my goal here.
Oh, man. Tall order.
You know what? I feel like I do it, and I do it well.
You do it with flair. I'll say that.
Like an awkward stumble and some spirit fingers.
You remind me of the squirrel off Ice Age.
You look like the squirrel off Ice Age.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love you.
It's true. He's my spirit animal.
Always chasing that nut.
No.
Oh.
I reject that out of hand.
Well, fine.
Although I do like nuts.
We know the truth.
The kind you eat and are salted.
Okay.
Not salty.
Salty nuts?
Anyway.
Okay, I understand.
Moving right along.
So, yeah, you are Montana.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
You are tall, more tan than I am, and pretty cute.
I am Michael Cera if he were homeless.
God, you really are. I am so into it.
Yes, he's my other spirit animal.
Yes.
I just foster all the awkward nerdiness that he said. The problem is he's an actor and he gets paid to present himself that way.
I feel like he gives off that energy.
I am that way all the time.
You are.
Awkward and nerdy.
God, I love it. You're not very awkward. You definitely
I'm gangly.
You're a little gangly.
Yeah, I know.
It's gotten better.
Well, that's good. I've learned to wield my body after 26 years of existence.
I like it. You're fine.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're pretty okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and we've known each other for, at least a week.
Yeah, I mean, second grade. It's a long time. When I had my little buck teeth and...
Oh, you saw my teeth today in those pictures. Did you see those big old teeth?
You may have been part rabbit.
Fuck off! At least I didn't look like my sister.
Oh, poor Morgan. It's not her fault.
She's cute now.
How do you tell someone they have an ugly baby?
You don't.
Your sister was an ugly baby.
She was like a little grouchy lump. She's real cute now. She got cute pretty quick.
Yeah, she's very cute now.
She's very cute. She's like my little baby.
Whoa.
But so we're not talking about my sister anymore, even though she's pretty cool.
Oh.
Right now, we're talking about you.
Oh, yes.
Montana, Michael Cera, the nerd.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah. And we're talking about, let's just get to know you a little bit. You like long walks on the beach.
I do. But there's nowhere to walk around here.
There's no beaches around here.
No, there's not.
I mean, there's definitely places to walk.
Yep. No beaches, though.
I'm very sorry. He's missing out. So instead of long walks on the beach, he enjoys... reading romance novels.
Can't get enough of them. Nicholas Sparks.
Oh, God. No. But, what
Not
are
really.
you into? Chess, for sure.
Yeah, big chess fan.
Yeah, are you good at it?
I am working on getting good at it.
Yeah, what do you do to get good at chess?
You read lots of books about chess. You play lots of chess. And you... learn from the grandmasters, I guess.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Who first told you that you're kind of a nerd?
Well, my dad has for sure called me a nerd multiple times throughout my life, but I never believed him. It was only until you informed me that I truly was a nerd. There's a difference between your dad saying, you're a nerd. Like kind of like a ha ha ha, you freaking nerd. You said you sat me down and said you're an actual nerd. And I was completely unaware. I thought I was totally fine.
I know.
Just because I sling spells at the table, playing Magic the Gathering.
Man. And it was painful to have to tell you this.
Roll a natural D20 in my D&D
group. I don't know what this means. It sounds...
I'd like to believe that I'm just multifaceted. Really.
I agree. I would agree with that.
I spit fire on the mic, but you didn't know that.
You?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And I play basketball.
You do play basketball.
Sometimes.
You don't do it very well in the backyard, though.
That's because it's a child's carnival game. The game is rigged.
All right. So you got the chess going and the magic and the D&D. And
whitewater kayaking, that's a big
I know.
thing.
I was saving the best for last because I thought you might have a thing or two to say about that.
No, just that I really enjoy it and that I think everybody should do it, including you. Yeah. Tough sell, but you should.
Oh, the
It's good.
anxiety.
It'll make you feel alive.
I feel alive right now.
I know, you always feel very alive.
I'm so alive. I'd like to stay that way. We'll see. Maybe someday you'll convince me.
Yeah, I think I will.
It's good. But yeah, he's pretty into it. You spent last summer teaching other people how to do it. You spent yesterday teaching people how to do it.
I did. Yeah. I enjoy, sharing your passions with others is a good way to spend your life, I feel like, or a good use of your time. So also alluding to this podcast, I suppose.
Yeah, because
you can't get enough of sharing.
Oh man, I love it. I just love hearing people's stories. I truly, Brene Brown. Have you heard of Brene Brown?
I haven't.
Oh God. What?
No.
Okay, Brene Brown, she is a researcher. She's amazing. She did this TED Talk like years ago now about vulnerability and how it brings people closer together. It's just an incredible It's not a podcast. This podcast is the one I was referring to. It's an incredible TED Talk. It's very impactful. She's also written books now that I need to read, but she's just very wise. She's very into the storytelling and like just how being vulnerable, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, opens you up for greater connection. It's really good. So highly recommend, but I've always loved hearing people's stories. And then when I heard her talk about the value of vulnerability, I don't know, kind of just changed my perspective on things, I guess, a little bit. It made it more valuable for me to hear about other people's experiences. So I think there's a lot to be said about that vulnerability. And I also think that like I am always constantly feeling like just terribly anxious for as long as I can remember, but also incredibly awkward, like socially awkward. And so it makes me feel very comfortable and very connected to know that I'm not alone in this awkwardness or this anxiousness. And so I am really looking forward to hearing other people's stories and becoming closer with people and just generally feeling kind of that just human connection of like, you're not alone in your experiences. And so I think that's great. I love my favorite and a huge focus will probably be embarrassing stories.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there is nothing more vulnerable than telling people those crazy stories that just keep you up at night.
Yeah. And I think that you have a tendency to remember it's such an intense emotion when you're embarrassed, truly embarrassed. And it sticks with people for a lot of cases their entire lives.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I think everybody's got one. It's just really about whether they're willing to share them or not. And for those people who do share it, thank you.
Yeah.
Because it is hilarious and they're fun. I find them very entertaining.
It is very entertaining and it's good. It makes you feel like it kind of levels the playing field a bit, I think. Because you'll see, or at least I will see these people who are just so well put together and like successful. And it's like, they're just perfect. You look at them and you look at their life and you're like, there is nothing. This person exudes confidence. This person has like built themselves up in a way that is just like insane. And I think that like it makes I take comfort in knowing that like they also have a thing. They also have a thing. They've also experienced these emotions. They've also felt that embarrassment of something. And it's like, it kind of just, it makes me realize like that it's okay. It's okay to feel those things. It's okay to be embarrassed. You are not alone in ever feeling embarrassed or feeling afraid or feeling, nervous or excited or, these extreme emotions where somebody who seems like they're just so well put together, like it doesn't show. And so I'm always surprised to hear like, oh man, like when people tell me something very personal, and there's this connection that's formed when somebody does that. Like they're confiding in you and they're trusting you with this information. It's just beautiful. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that every adult has a shit their pants while they were an adult story.
Do they?
If they don't, they're adulting wrong. That's my opinion. You're not pushing the boundaries hard enough.
You're not pushing your butt hard enough.
I think maybe pushing it too much is the problem.
Oh, okay.
I, for one, have definitely shit my pants multiple times as an adult.
Multiple?
It's, not on purpose. I haven't just thought, man, the toilet's really far away. I think I'll just shit right here while I'm sitting on the couch.
That's fair. I have never pooped in my life, so I just don't understand, I guess.
Wow.
I know.
That is incredible.
So we've introduced you.
Yes.
I think. Is there anything else that you'd like people to know about you?
I don't think so. No.
No, right now we'll learn over time.
Over time. Lots of time.
And then I'm Jenna.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Correct. As far as I know.
You've known me for a minute now.
That's true.
At least a month.
This would be the ultimate trick, though. Faking your identity since 7 years old.
Yeah. Playing the long game here.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, who am I? We may have touched on this. I'm very awkward, very anxious. I just graduated from my bachelor's program.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
In business?
In business.
Yes.
Yes. It was good. I like the business.
Whilst raising 2 kids.
Whilst raising two lovely little children.
As a single mom.
Yeah. Ages almost 7 and 4.
Yes.
Wow.
So, extra kudos to your accomplishment.
And they're little sweet baby angels. They're great. Yeah, they're really good. So I'm a mom, and I finished school, and I don't know. What else is there to know about me? I don't really...
You're a painter.
Oh, I sometimes paint.
You dabble in the palette, for sure.
That's a thing I do. I don't know how well. I just started, really.
Yeah, but it's good. I think it's good.
Thanks.
I'm shy at painting. I'm shy at anything creative.
That's not true.
Mostly. That's okay. I've learned to accept that. But your art is very nice.
Thank you.
What else? Very funny. As people will come to learn, I think, as soon as we get over the awkward stages of talking into a microphone at first. It'll just become natural, I think. But very funny.
Thank you. I don't know how to take compliments. That's very uncomfortable.
You can just sit there. I wish people could see your body language right now.
I'm cringing.
I want you guys to think of a turtle who thinks it's in trouble. That's what she looks like right now.
I do. I feel like a turtle.
She's recoiling into herself.
I don't know. There are 2 things that I do not know how to do. The first thing that I do not know how to do is receive a compliment. Like, I just can't. It makes me so uncomfortable to receive praise. And the second thing is that I am also really bad at giving somebody a genuine compliment. Not because, I want to make this very clear, it's not because I can't think of a genuine compliment, because I oftentimes am like, I so admire this person, or I think that they have the, whatever it is. I can think of plenty of wonderful things to say about people. The thing is, I do not want to say it to them. I just don't. It makes me feel very, makes me feel like a kiss ass. Honestly. It just feels incensant.
Incensant?
Incensant.
Incensant. That's French for insincere.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes, yeah, I feel like it comes across as like kind of just like I'm sucking up.
Sure.
So it makes me uncomfortable. It's really hard for me to say. I'll just be like, hey, I like your thing. You did a good job there. Yeah, I don't know. So those are two things that I'm like terrible at. Yeah. So what do we do now? Do we just like start telling our stories? We're going to have stories for you guys.
Yeah. I definitely think we should probably start on our content.
So my story, I took screenshots.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I didn't screenshot their username.
Oh.
I know. And this is a good one.
We'll find it. We'll add it
I'll find it. We'll add it in for sure. Or we'll put it somewhere and give them the credit they deserve because it is next level. Like, I've never heard a story like this before.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. It starts. When I was 13, a doctor wrote me an adult dose for a certain medicine based on my weight. I was a fat kid. Me too, it's all right. Our body does not work that way, and the medicine ended up constipating me. For a month.
What?
I did not shit for a whole month. I got sick.
That is not healthy.
No. Oh my, I can't even imagine. I had raccoon?
Raccoon-like.
I had raccoon-like. I can't say raccoon anymore. Raccoon-like eyes. My stomach would jump or flutter by itself. I had cramps, etc. It was bad. I was miserable. I finally told my parents how long it had been since I'd shit, and they freaked out and took me to the hospital. Rightfully so. I don't know if you know that. I don't
30
know.
days without pooping
That's
is such a long time.
Insane. My parents threatened to take me to the hospital a couple times because I used to just refuse to poop.
Why?
I don't know.
Pooping is one of the most beautiful pastimes.
You know, I respectfully disagree. They took me to the hospital. There, they gave 3 enemas back to back.
Oh.
After the third and final one, all the water softened all that shit up just enough I could expel it. I ran to the nearest bathroom, gown open in the back, and tried to make it to the toilet.
Oh no, tried?
Tried.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh.
My ass was hovering at a 45-degree angle above the toilet when it geyser burst. This next part is not a lie, but I know some of you will think it is. I got shit everywhere. On the ceiling somehow. On the floor. The toilet was covered. The walls, even the sink got hit with some shit spray.
That is actual explosive diarrhea.
Just on the ceiling.
That is a diarrhea grenade.
I couldn't even imagine. Shit was literally, yes, literally, sprayed on the walls and ceiling. It was everywhere.
That is disgusting.
They go on to say, I felt like a new kid after that, cleaned myself up as best I could, and then had to figure out what to do. There was no way I could clean it all up. I needed a janitor. So I walked out and politely told a nurse the bathroom needed a cleanup badly.
A cleanup? You just explosively
Just like, hey,
diarrhea
remember those
everywhere.
3 enemas you guys gave me? Like,
I mean, the hospital did it to him.
It's, you know.
Or her.
Man, yeah, I don't.
I guess we don't know.
That's what I said, they. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they.
Yeah, I 3 enemas, Jesus Lord. But just to like, I just needs to be cleaned up, and you just like like waltz down the hallway. Like, what do you do after that? So, they go on to write, a janitor was only a few rooms down for some reason, so I saw him go by to clean it. But he did not know who I was. He got to the bathroom and the whole ER heard, oh, hell no, I ain't cleaning this shit up. I quit. And he did.
The janitor quit?
I felt so bad, still do. I made some poor janitor quit his job over a shit-caked bathroom.
Oh, no. It's
So
not your
bad.
fault. It's not their fault.
No, I mean...
A triple enema.
Could you imagine, though, being a janitor at a hospital?
That would be a rough job.
That would be the worst job.
That would not be a
I
good
have
job.
so much respect for like any custodial like worker.
In a healthcare facility, especially.
Oh man, anyone who cleans up another human's shit
Deserves a medal.
deserves like everything.
Highest
Like,
degree of respect.
I can't even smell shit without just throwing up everywhere.
I wonder how much of the blame we assign. Because waiting a month before telling someone you haven't pooped, you're supposed to poop every day. That is a healthy amount. I'm pretty sure it's once a day.
I mean, I don't know about that.
No, I'm fairly confident.
I've never pooped.
Then you're gonna need like 15 enemas then, or more, and you will have explosive. I know you've pooped. I've seen it.
You have not seen me poop. Definitely not.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you poop.
No, I don't think so.
That's incredible.
I know.
You should let us in on your secret.
You just have to clench them cheeks. Really, it's what it's all about.
It's all about clenching the cheeks.
Cheek clenching.
Cheek clenching. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you just like, every once in a while, tighten your sphincters and stuff, and like squats, I think, give you that extra padding to clench. I'm not sure.
Gross.
Well, you know what's grosser? Pooping.
Okay. My story also comes from Reddit. And the username is AdorableApple97. Yes. And it says, embarrassing sex story. Please tell me there's someone who can top this.
Oh, we're just talking about sex right out the gate then.
Absolutely.
Oh, dear Lord. I get so uncomfortable. I don't know how, with you being raised in the way that you were, that you are somehow more shameless than I am. I had always been so confused, and then I met your family, and I was like, oh no.
We're very open in my family.
Very open, and
Yes.
it's so weird to me.
Sex is not a taboo topic in my family.
I think it's maybe just a personal thing with me, because people in my family, my stepmom makes fun of me.
Really?
Because of how, like, I have just always been so,
because
like...
you're so reserved?
I'm like, yeah.
I think that's funny.
I think it's funny, too.
Okay. It said, I met my boyfriend when I was 19 years old in college. I'm 23 now. I had friends who told me they had squirted before. Don't judge. And I wanted to experience something similar to that because I didn't know if it was even humanly possible for a girl. Do you feel that there's a lot of pressure for women to squirt?
I don't know.
You don't even like that word.
I don't like that word.
You're turtling again.
I'm cringing and my palms are sweating. I don't know. I think there's a lot of debate about that in general. And I think that, like, from the girls that I've talked to throughout the years, it's very, you have one side and you have another,
Sure.
I think, and people aren't really willing to budge on it.
Maybe we won't open that can of worms then.
Oh God, my family's gonna listen to this.
I asked one friend of mine how she did it and how to make it happen. I also wanted to infatuate my boyfriend in our honeymoon stage and make him feel like the man. I think that this person is very nice. How considerate to want to boost her boyfriend's
That's
male
nice.
ego. Good for
Yeah.
her. I appreciate that. Okay. Anyway, my friend told me, you'll feel when it's coming. Just don't be afraid to push or release it. I know. She basically said not to inhibit a feeling when you're about to orgasm and just let it out, I guess. I don't know. So I decided to take her advice. When the day came that I decided to take her advice and attempt to surprise my boyfriend, it was an epic failure. We were having sex, doggy. I thought, oh, maybe this is the moment where I'm supposed to release, push, and I tried, but farted.
Oh, no.
I literally farted while I was doing doggy with my boyfriend, trying to push or release. I was so embarrassed, especially in a new relationship, in all caps.
No.
The first thing I said to him was, oh my God, I queefed, laugh out loud.
Oh no.
He probably knew I did not queef because I never had before.
Oh God. Everything about this makes me so uncomfortable.
I found the perfect one. I knew this one would make you
My
cringe.
family is going to listen to this.
I am pretty sure he knew I farted because we were doing it doggy. And yeah, I don't think I have to explain that part too much. We are still together to this day, and we are very happy. But starting a relationship and farting in your new boyfriend's face is the most dramatic thing that could happen to me, all because I took advice on a friend how to, quote, squirt.
Yeah, I'm so.
And
That is embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing. And
poor
I say it's
thing.
terrible, not from the perspective of the man.
No, it's for sure worse for her.
Absolutely. Like if that happened to me, as in someone farted while I was doing them doggy style,
Oh God!
I would know how traumatizing that would be for the other party. Like there's nothing you need to say. I think maybe the best thing to do would just be to get up and walk away. And then when you return, just pretend like it never happened.
Oh,
Be like, I just stepped out because I was thirsty.
honestly, yeah. Just let them think it never happened because they don't have to live with the shame.
I wonder what kind of fart it was.
I don't even know what a fart is, and we will not be talking about that.
I mean, was it an earth-shattering, like butt-cheek flapping fart?
Oh man!
Or do you think she could have just passed it off? Like, oh, like I was whistling.
Do you want to know what my mom calls farts?
What?
Foofs.
Foofs?
And it's the most. I mean,
Ooh, I foofed.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I love her.
It's like something out of a unicorn show or something.
I'm like, I'm
Like, oh
sorry,
my,
Mom.
I
I've been around you when you foofed. And that is not the word I use to describe that.
Foofed.
I foofed. Oh, excuse me, I foofed.
It's like very 1950s.
It's something. That's for sure.
oh my.
Oh, goodness me. I
Goodness
foofed.
gracious, I foofed.
Sorry, Mom. God, my family's going to listen to this, and I am so terribly
I
uncomfortable.
bet their palms are sweating.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry on behalf of everyone.
You are going to learn, everyone will learn that I have no shame.
None of it.
It's impossible to shame me.
It's okay.
There might be something.
I'm sure I will find it and I will exploit it.
I'm ready.
All right.
I've been lucky that my parents have been prepping me for that moment my entire
Truly,
life.
I mean, I don't know. That was the most shocking thing about
my family?
this relationship is just like, because I do not feel like you've always been like that. Like, so, like, shameless, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like I have. I think my parents could attest to that.
At school? Or at least around me, for sure. Like,
I wore my
not
sister's
always.
shirt to middle school.
You did. I know.
I just didn't care. Because
I mean, definitely. Okay, I guess what I'm saying is that if I would have tried to talk to you about sex
well, we were
in middle school,
We were friends. We were friends.
We were friends.
Yeah. middle school.
No, because you were so much more awkward than I was then. I'm just saying, for sure, if I'd ever talked to you about sex throughout our, like, knowing each other,
it would have been maybe a little awkward.
it would.
Also,
I know it was awkward because I was around you.
But you're a girl. I only recently developed the ability to hold a conversation with a member of the opposite sex.
Absolutely shameless. It has been the most surprising and appalling thing. And then once I've met the family, I'm like, okay, I am actually surprised at how reserved you ever were.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I put a filter on for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
But now the filter's off, so.
That's okay. I like it better.
Okay, good. Good.
So I guess after hearing these kind of cringy stories, I also really love the vulnerability stories that have to do with, like, you know, good stories. Like, how did you meet somebody, or like this connection, or, you know. So I have a story here also from Reddit. The user who posted this, their username's Little Miss Loki.
Oh, very nice. I hope that's a shout out to the superhero. Or, I guess,
villain? Anti-hero? So, Little Miss Loki writes, "We have been friends since we were 6. Played Pokemon games together and played pretend as our favorite video game characters with our other friends from school." Does this sound familiar so far?
Vaguely.
We're still pals all through grade school and middle school and even into high school, despite different high schools.
Oh, daggers. I feel them.
Yeah, I know. It's close to home here, doesn't it?
Ouch.
I was constantly at his house. We were best of friends. We even started playing Smash competitively together. I'm assuming they're saying the Super Smash Bros. Game.
Oh, I thought it was something else, but that's okay.
Unless there's another.
I don't know. Maybe they were throwing plates against the ground really hard.
I'm not sure.
That'd be a cool competition. I would watch that.
I would too. You know what that one reminded me of, though? You're going to get a little jelly here.
Oh, am I?
That reminds me of Brandon.
Why is that?
Because Brandon was my best friend and I was over at his house all the time. And we'd play video games together and we'd shoot BB guns at cans in the backyard. And we'd play us and Alex. I'm not sure I should be saying their names. We can bleep their last names, I guess. We would play like ball. We just played all the time. I don't know. And so that's what that specific part reminded me of.
That's nice.
It was nice. I miss him. Where was I? Oh, we were inseparable. Our friends would always joke about, "Wow, just date already." And we'd laugh it off like, "Ha ha ha, no, we're just really good friends." At some point, I started liking him as more than just a friend. Also familiar. I was so confused because, oh man, I don't want to ruin our friendship. I don't even know how to tell him. Does he like me? Being a 16, 17-year-old girl was a confusing time. I remember a time like that. Do you remember a time like that?
I was never confused as a 16-year-old girl.
No?
No.
Oh. I definitely remember being about 14 or 15, though. And having a very similar thing happen. So, like literally this exact story. It's kind of weird. I eventually confide in a friend of ours who makes it his mission to get us together. After some hilarious failed attempts, he drags me out of my house without shoes after school one day and took me to my crush's house. And there they left me without my car or shoes or wallet or anything.
Wow.
Do you know that you remember the first time I told you I loved you?
Yes.
in 9th grade?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I happened to confide in Janae and Gloria that I loved you.
Oh.
I know. Gross. And we're walking back across the street to the school, and one of them, and I'm certain it was probably Gloria because
That
it just
sounds
seems
right.
about right. She says, "You have to go tell him." She like pushes me, and I was like, "No." And they have a history of pressuring me into doing things that I am not ready to do. And it's like, "Go find it. You have to. And if you don't, like, whatever, I'll kick your ass or something." And so you can thank her for the first time that I told you that I loved you.
Oh, it's all thanks to Gloria.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Because
Gloria.
I was not ready.
Oh,
Obviously, since I just like walked up to you and was like, I just need to tell you, I love you. You can't, we can't do this weird thing that we're doing anymore, calling each other brother and sister or friends or whatever. Because
I got family zoned.
he got straight family zoned.
You're like, you're like a brother to me.
And I called you brother for a solid 3 years.
Yep. I'm just saying there's hope for everyone. I escaped the family zone.
You know, if you're in the friend zone, you might have a good reason. There are some exceptions. You are one of the few.
Yes.
So,
Well, I'm glad.
So then I said, "You can't be my brother anymore because I'm 14 and I'm spunky.
And I love you.
And because I love you."
And then you ran away.
I'm so scared.
You literally just walked away.
I was like, "Oh my God."
I didn't know how to process that. I said, "What?" And you just kept running.
I was like, "Keep walking, don't turn back." What?
Oh no.
I was so scared. That was the worst. I don't know how many times I have to make the first move. So there's more to this story. We spent the day as usual. Now she's at his house, right?
Okay.
Because the friend made her
Right.
go.
No shoes.
Yes, no shoes, nothing, no wallet.
Barefooted.
Barefooted, without shoes. We spent the day as usual, playing games, going to Dairy Queen and grabbing ice cream, hanging out. Then I somehow got the nerve to tell him how I felt right before he had to take me home.
Without shoes?
Yeah, apparently, she still wanted to tell him that without shoes.
I mean, they did a lot of stuff and he had a car.
Maybe
Feel like
she
he
borrowed
should've-
some shoes.
Surely his feet are bigger.
Like, does it matter?
I'm just saying, I feel like a trip back to her house to get some shoes to hang out for the day would have been in order.
Logistics.
Carry on.
We've been dating for almost 8 years now. Aww.
Very nice.
That's so sweet. We're talking about moving in together when he finishes up paramedic school. What the? I actually didn't read this sentence, but it's kind of funny because what are you going to school for?
Well, nursing anesthetist
Is the goal.
is the goal.
Weird.
Also
Anyway,
healthcare.
A lot of funny parallels here. He's still my best friend, so it works out pretty well. That's really cute. That was wholesome content.
Oh, that's so nice. What was the username again? I forget.
Little Miss Loki.
Little Miss Loki.
With 2 eyes at
Thanks
the
for
end.
posting that.
That was good. That was wholesome content, and
That
I'm
was
very
good.
happy to have read that today. So that's it. That was our stories for today. I think we've gone on plenty long. What else do we need to tell you? I guess we should tell you that once again, we are the Sweating Palms podcast. You can find us on Twitter at sweating_palms. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Sweating Palms Pod. That's our handle there. We have a Patreon because, as it turns out, this costs a little bit of money that we don't necessarily have. And so if you are enjoying yourself at any given time and feel so inclined to donate and become a patron, you can find us at Patreon at patreon.com/sweatingpalmspod. Also, if you're enjoying listening, which you'll probably want to do before you donate money to us, you can find us on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and honestly, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. Is there anything else we should let them know?
No. I think that covers it.
Did I cover it?
I think so.
Oh,
I can't think of anything else. I thought I had something pop in my brain, but I can't remember now.
I think that's it. That's a wrap for our first episode. Thank you guys for joining us, and we're going to have episodes out weekly.